Samuel was only about 18 months old when he identified himself as Pertti. Pertti Haikyo was the younger brother of Samuel's mother. Pertti died at the age of 18 due to diabetes mellitus. Samuel displayed behavior that was very unusual but very similar to Pertti's behavior. Just like Pertti, Samuel had an extreme fear of water and often refused baths. Key personalities about whom we will be extensively referring to are Dr. Ian Stevenson, renowned reincarnation researcher; Samuel Helander, main subject of this video, born in Helsinki, Finland on April 15, 1976, and was Pertti in his past life. Marja Helander, Samuel Helander's mother. Pertti Haikyo, younger brother of Marja Helander. He died on June 10, 1975 due to diabetes. Annelie Lagerqvist, Samuel's maternal grandmother and Pertti's Haikyo's mother. Okay, let us go into further details about this case. Samuel remembered having been his mother's younger brother, Pertti Haikyo, who had died of diabetes at the age of 18. Shortly after Pertti's death, Marja Helander, mother of Samuel Helander, became pregnant with a second child and considered not to have the child. Pertti appeared to her in a dream and said, "Keep that child." On this basis, Marja decided to give birth to that child. Pertti was particularly accident prone. At age 4, some equipment near a construction site fell on him, crushing his legs. He spent 5 months in casts and recovered. The next year, a dog bit him, causing great injury. Shortly thereafter, he went back into the hospital for a back injury. In his teenage, he slipped off a dock into partially frozen water. The thin layer of ice on water surface crumbled under his weight and he nearly drowned. Pertti developed a phobia of water after this last incident. Pertti, who had been plagued with misfortune, died young. However, in the end, it wasn't an accident that killed him. He became ill and passed away suddenly at age 18. 10 months later, Pertti's younger sister, Marja, gave birth to Samuel. As soon as the boy could form words, he began talking about the life of his deceased uncle. The following statements made by Samuel strongly signal that Pertti may have reincarnated as Samuel Helander. That he stated with conviction that he was Pertti when he was about 18 months old. That he identified himself as Pertti by showing an old photo album of Pertti shortly after he had recovered from the accident at the construction site. Samuel explained that the picture had been taken after doctors removed the plaster casts from his legs, which was true for Pertti. And also he was able to recollect when and where the dog bit his leg. That he had identified objects that had belonged to Pertti as his own. He remembered having a guitar and searched for it until he found it in a cupboard. That he recognized Pertti's grave and called it his grave. He said that after he died, he was taken to a place where there were many coffins, some of them open. Indeed, this was true of Pertti. That he called Annelie Lagerqvist as mother instead of his biological mother, Marja Helander. That he was able to identify Pertti's father as his father. Annelie had married again after divorcing her first husband and usually did not display his photo as a second husband. Rainer was of a jealous type. Samuel's act of correctly identifying Pertti's father's photo was a real shocker to the family members. Both Pertti and Samuel displayed very similar mannerisms and also had a similar physique. One example would be that Pertti had the tendency of standing with one foot in front of the other with his hand on his hip, and Samuel used to do the same. Another example would be that both Pertti and Samuel had the habit of walking with their hands behind their backs. Dr. Stevenson investigated this case in 1978 and 1981. He kept in touch with Samuel's mother Marja Helander and his maternal grandmother Annelie for regular updates. Dr. Stevenson concluded that Pertti may have reincarnated as Samuel. So friends, what is our take on this? We feel that this is a clear case of reincarnation. What is your opinion? Please state your thoughts in the comment section below. You can also write to us. Stay tuned as we will be back with another reincarnation story. Till then, thank you and take care.